Well, speaking of that, since our last interview, Tay-K has been sentenced to 80 years.
Damn.
For his second murder. Now, the first murder was a home invasion.
Damn, that nigga had 2 murders?
2 murders. There's actually a third murder that he was allegedly involved in before that first murder.
Damn.
But they ended up not charging him. But what's interesting is I have the first interview from a co-defendant in that case that's running right now. This white girl named Mia Santoro.
Oh yeah, didn't somebody seen a girl telling in court on something? I don't know if
well, okay, so this is a very complicated story, right? So what happened was this girl, who was only 15 years old at the time, you know, she said she was sex trafficked up to this point with a bunch of older girls and older guys and stuff like that.
Terrible. Mm-hmm.
Terrible, right? She was 15, the other 2 girls were in their 20s.
Wow.
And basically, they go to this guy's house who's a weed dealer who, you know, she had met before. And this part's a little hazy. You know, they said that the plan was for her to have sex with the guy while they went in and robbed the place. She's saying she didn't know about the plan, whatever else. She was the youngest person there. But anyways, they go to this house, they start hanging out, her and these 2 girls, and then 4 guys rush in, one of which is Tay-K. Mm-hmm. One of the guys, not Tay-K, shoots one of the guys and kills him. Another guy shoots the guy that, you know, Mia was with, and he shoots him, he gets shot in the shoulder. Mm-hmm. Everyone scatters. The next day, everyone gets arrested, right?
So they didn't get no weed, no money, no nothing?
Nothing.
Oh,
I don't know what they got. I mean, but one guy's dead, another guy's shot. The guy that got killed had a 3-year-old daughter. So it's really a messed up situation. So everyone scatters.
So you mean to tell me they ran in the house for nothing? They just ran in there and shot the guys for nothing?
Pretty much for nothing, it seems. Pretty much for nothing.
Oh, they shot the guy and things got spooky and they just ran. Yeah, that's
exactly
crazy. So you killed them for nothing. So what happened
was everyone gets arrested.
Murder. Go ahead. Yeah. Senseless murder. Yeah.
And everyone except for the shooters, all the underage people, her, Tay-K, this guy named Pimpies, they're all underage. They're all like 16 years old, 15 years old. Mm-hmm. They all get ankle monitors. So then Tay-K decides to cut off his ankle monitor and go on the run and makes a song about it called The Race.
Yeah, I remember
and that song
that
becomes the first...
Millions of views. Millions of views.
Millions of views.
Yeah,
and here's the crazy thing, right? That's the only song that's ever charted on Billboard where the person who made the song had been in prison the entire time the song was on the charts.
Yeah, I believe it. Yeah, because he was locked up for a minute. The Race.
So ultimately, she gets sentenced to 25 years to life. Because here's the thing.
Stole your life out the window, huh?
In most states, if you're involved in a crime that ends up as a murder, everybody gets charged with that murder.
Yeah, everybody gets charged with that murder. Yes, 100%.
Right.
Yep.
So she was charged with capital murder along with Tay-K and like 500 or six other people.
You could be the driver. Yeah, you could be the driver. You could be in the car.
Exactly.
You can get
she
charged.
Gets charged. She gets convicted. Mm-hmm. She gets 25 years to life. But ultimately, she appeals it. She wins the appeal and she gets out. And you know, now she's on 10-year probation, has an ankle monitor, and this is the first interview about this case from anyone involved in the case. So it's really kind of a crazy interview right now.
You really wanted to, that's going to be crazy, and then you wanted to interview the guys that broke out the New Orleans jail is crazy.
Yeah, I did a tweet about that. You know something? A ton of people hit me, a ton, but I couldn't really tell who was real and so forth, and plus it's like, people were asking for money, and you know how the grandmother got arrested because she tried to give the dude money? She tried to give like her grandson money. Now she's arrested for aiding like an escaped criminal, an escaped convict.
Yeah, that's terrible, man. I mean, you know, what's the grandmother's always gonna love you no matter how good or bad you are.
I know that was a sad situation.
It's sad. They shouldn't do that to her. I mean, the facility is crazy because didn't somebody break out another New Orleans different jail? So it's like, man, what them jails must be old as hell. They run fucking is it for motherfuckers just be breaking out like that easy? Cause you never hear about that shit, motherfucking jailbreaks. You hear. Last jailbreak you probably heard was El Chapo, man. You don't be hearing about that shit too much.
No, right.
But the way they was running out the front of that shit.
Let me ask you a question, though, about the whole Tay-K case. Mm-hmm. Tay-K, I think, was like 15 or 16. Mm-hmm. I think he was like 16 when the first murder occurred, 17 when the second murder occurred.
Right.
He got 55 years, and then he got 80 years. Mm-hmm. Now, they're probably going to run concurrently. It's a state case.
Yeah, but he basically got 100 years, over 100 years.
You know, and look, like the second murder, the first one was a robbery.
And what state is this? Because this state must not play. What state is
that?
What state was it in again?
This was Texas.
Oh, yeah. They fuck.
Yeah. Forget about it.
Oh, forget about it. They fucking.
Because here's the interesting thing, right? Once Tay-K went on the run and cut his ankle monitor off and made the song, the judge revoked everyone's ankle monitors, right? Everyone went back to jail because of Tay-K.
Yeah, that's what usually happens.
And when you look at the sentencing, okay, the guy who did the murder, he got life.
Yeah, of course.
The guy that shot one of the other guys got 40 years. Tay-K, who was not even a shooter, got 55 years because he went on the run and made a song.
Yeah, that's Texas.
That's Texas.
Yeah, so I don't know. Is it a Commonwealth state? No, it's not Commonwealth. No. Commonwealth state is like Pennsylvania and stuff like that, but the rules are kind of harsher down south, man.
Texas is not Commonwealth.
But Texas got the death penalty.
Oh yeah, Texas definitely has the death penalty.
Yeah, they'll fry a motherfucker down there. So you know the laws are different. So when you hear them 55 years, yeah, you cut the ankle monitor. Yeah, New York will have a little more leniency on you. You cut one motherfucker cut his ankle monitor don't mean everybody else gonna run. You know what I'm saying? But the judge, fuck that. We lost one already. Put them all back in jail because they not playing in them towns. They be getting football numbers out there, 55, 40. You hear the numbers they got?
Well,
that shit crazy.
Let me ask you a question, right? So the first situation, he was there during a home invasion. He wasn't the shooter. He got 55 years for that. Now, the second situation, he was robbing a cameraman, ends up killing him, right? Now, this is not one of his ops. This is not crazy. Someone that,
this is
no
crazy YN
self-defense.
Behavior, bro. This is crazy YN behavior, bro. You killed your cameraman? Like, this is what I be trying to tell dudes. Like, and now you trying to beat the case. You get, stuff ain't worth 100 years. What's the kid that got caught and killed in Philly? What's his name again? Look him up. He was a dope rapper, man. I don't know how I don't remember his name. It's Q something.
Hold on. You're talking about LGP Qua?
LGP Qua.
Yeah.
He got killed over a chain. The 3 dudes that did it was 17, 15. These dudes' brains ain't even fully grown yet to know they're making decisions. Until they turn 50, 60 years old in jail, they're going to realize, man, we went to jail over a chain, killed a good dude that did stuff for the community for fucking nothing. Rest in peace to him. Because these kids don't even think. Like, why would you kill a cameraman? And the reason why he got 55, because you was there when a man got killed. They hitting you with that time. And another man, an attempt murder. Anything above the waist, he got hit in the shoulder, that's an attempt. So you got a murder and attempt. Yo, give him 40, give him 55. Oh, he want to clip his bracelet? This is Texas. Yo, give him 55. We don't even care about him. We got him for some other murders. You killed your cameraman? Yeah, give him 80. Shit ain't worth it. You had a career going. It's not worth it. That's why I tell these young kids, man, and older guys, don't trick yourself off the streets like a young man just told me about to go do his bid again. And shout out to him. I got to put some money on his books. Because that, you always stay grounded. Always keep your ear to the streets. Stay out the way. My man Dro, remember we did the kids from the program?
Yeah.
He just lost a kid.
Damn.
Yeah, rest in peace. I don't know his name. I just seen him put him on Instagram real fast. But what he's trying to do is change.
Wait. Was this one of the kids he brought to my studio?
It might be. I'm not sure. But one of the kids he might have brought to the studio passed away. Got shot in the head.
Damn, these were all young kids. Were they like 15 years old?
These kids be 15 and 16. It's getting worse and worse out there.
Damn.
And when we was young, we wasn't perfect, but it's getting worse and worse out there. But look at Tay-K, his career, life is done. 55 years, 80 years.
Yeah, it's a
You're
wrap.
done. Like,
well,
the system.
Let me ask you a question, because me and Mano were talking about this.
Mm-hmm.
Do you feel that someone doing something like this at age 16 should be given 80 years? Or do you think that they should keep it, pay attention to the person's age and not give them such a harsh, sentence?
Nah, I think you should be sentenced the same way anybody else is sentenced. You know what I'm saying? Like, a lot of crime is stupid crime. Innocent people die. That shit ain't cool. Kill somebody's grandmother. Kill somebody's moms. Nah. I'm not saying you deserving to be in jail, but it's not meant for you to be in the streets because you're a menace to society. That's how people's going to look at you.
Yeah, he was involved in 3 murders,
So
two that he was convicted of, and one that allegedly he was involved. That's 3 murders by the time you're 17 years old. That's crazy to me.
Yeah, if you kill an innocent cameraman, right?
Yeah.
And then that was stupid. he got a family, he got kids, right? And
I don't
then
know. Yeah.
then you involved in some weed shit. You supposed to take some weed, a pound or two. It's not worth that man dying over a pound of weed. When you sitting in your cell and you got a cut on, he got a cut on his neck, so that means wherever he's at, it's fucking active. You just seen Tory get stabbed. It's active in any jail or prison you go into, right? You seen what goes on in jail. And everybody who's in jail don't want to be in there. So motherfuckers are going to jail for McDonald's money. If you take a hit, I'm gonna kill this nigga for $40,000. Oh, you can make that $40,000 at McDonald's in a month. The nigga that
Wait. You can make that money.
I mean in a year. In
a year.
Not a month. You know what I mean. In a year.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So you can make that $40,000 in a year. So you just gave up all your life for McDonald's money, Burger King money. You could go out and work hard and make that $40,000, but you made $40,000 at one time. It means a lot to you. Or $50,000. It's worth that hit. Then you working in the jail for 1 cent a week or a day. It's not worth it.
Yeah.
Your freedom
man.
Listen, your freedom is worth more than money, anything.
I agree.
That's why motherfuckers with money like Diddy is fighting for his freedom. You spend $100 million on your freedom. You spend every dime you got on your freedom, right?
Of course.
Because your freedom is worth more than anything. And that's what the young YNs got to know. And even some of the older niggas, we got to know your freedom is worth anything. I did skid bits. I never liked jail at all. I don't want to wake up and smell somebody else's shit. I got to give them a courtesy flush. I don't want to wake up and motherfuckers are knife fighting for breakfast. I'm good. I don't want none of that.